Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about none other than Cardano itself. ADA has done something, that is worthwhile noting, so if you're a Cardano holder, you do want to watch this video till the absolute end because this is an exciting day. And speaking about excitement, as we are looking across the board, yes, we are seeing a handful of coins that are starting to see a little bit of a retracement within its price, but majority of the market is still in green, and you're seeing the likes of Cardano up double digits. When was the last time Cardano went up double digits? And I'm sure right now a lot of the people that were kind of skeptical and not a big fan of ADA over the course of the last few months, while we were seeing all-time high in terms of uncertainty leading into the US elections, I'm sure these people are speechless. And at the same time, you're going to see more and more people start turning to moon boys, and that just always happens once demand kicks in. And that is the funny part. So in my opinion, right now the real winners for Cardano or whatever coin that is up right now are the ones that were picking up during the bloodbath. But let's take a closer look. Cardano up 15.1% on the daily time frame, has seen a massive move with the price currently sitting at 42.5 cents. Also up 13.6% in Bitcoin comparative. Look at the rank, guys. Cardano is able to make its way back up into the top 10th ranking with the market valuation at about $15.2 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at about 1.3 billion. What are we noticing? Something that we've discussed whenever I talk about Cardano is the 24-hour trading volume for ADA, and that has gone literally through the roof. Right now we're above a billion, to be exact, about $1.3 billion. This just tells you a lot of excitement coming in. As I've stated to you guys before in the past updates leading into the election, we were seeing uncertainty increasing because people were not sure as to which direction this election really is going to go, who's really going to win the election. But now that we know that Donald Trump is the 47th president of the United States of America, that has really brought in a lot of excitement. And in literally the first day of the announcement itself, you saw $200 billion flow into the crypto markets, and that tells you everything you need to know, that a lot of money was sidelined, and now we're going to see a lot of money coming in, and we're starting to see that happening. So very interesting things. And when I pull out the charts and give you guys the visuals, things will make more sense. But before I do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So you're looking at this massive upside in none other than the Google Trends last time, and this is the last 90 days. You can notice you are seeing a massive increase in terms of people searching Cardano. And why is this such an important tool? This just tells you in terms of retail interest, we've been pretty much flattened out since August. Not much interest. Obviously we did see a little bit of an upside back on September 26th, but still pretty much stagnant throughout the last 90 days. But you are seeing a big spike recently, and that is of course due to the native token itself rising within the price. And when you do see double-digit gains like this, you do tend to see a lot of focus, a lot of interest flowing in, and you can kind of see that confirmation really playing out for us right when we are looking at this. But great stuff in terms of Google Trends, and again, not a big surprise factor. There's a lot of major developments coming out of ADA as well. If you obviously are part of the Cardano community, I'm sure you guys know about that, and I think that can be impacting the price of Cardano. But a lot of people can come out and say, why was the price of Cardano not going up when some of these developments were already coming out? Because of course, as I've stated to you guys before in every single update when it comes to Cardano, the demand was just not there. Now that the demand is there, you are seeing Cardano making some big moves. A 15.1% move is not a small move, and about a 23.2% move over the past 1 week. So it is gaining traction, believe it or not. Also, what has happened is dominance after hitting a new yearly high at almost about 60.6%, has gone down quite sharply to the likes of 59.54%, meaning uncertainty is is decreasing rather than increasing, which means a lot of people are more confident to, actually get into altcoins. Usually when you do tend to see dominance picking up the way it has, you do tend to see more focus towards Bitcoin, because, Bitcoin tends to hold better than, altcoins, because, even if things were to go down, Bitcoin, like I said, generally speaking, historically speaking, tends to hold better than altcoins. So usually money does flow into Bitcoin or stable coins during times of extreme uncertainty. But since the US election results did come out, you did see a massive, pullback for the dominance itself. Not a big surprise, but altcoins specifically did start feeling the love right now. And this has a lot of people in the cryptocurrency markets talking whether or not we're in for a new altcoin season. I think we still need a little bit of a confirmation, even though we did end up hitting an all-time high for Bitcoin. I still think Bitcoin has a little bit more steam left in itself before we really see the face for an altcoin season. But you're looking at Bitcoin's currently sitting at almost $76,000. So Bitcoin just continues to keep climbing up, guys. At this point, Bitcoin keeps hitting new all-time highs, and I've been adjusting the Fibonacci retracement level in every single update that I have done. So let's kind of extend this now, and you are looking at Bitcoin is not stopping right now. Bitcoin wants to push to the likes of $80,000, and I think that would be a great way to kind of start off the week. But let's see what happens. Obviously, that is not a small move. That is about like a 5.5% move for Bitcoin to get to that level. But again, a lot of people can come out and say, that could end up happening. But let's take it one step at a time. But Bitcoin, in terms of its momentum, it's not slowing down anytime soon. But looking at ADA, this is what I want you guys to focus on right now. So Cardano made its way up to the target that we actually spoke about in the previous update, if we were able to cross this key resistance. And what's really worthwhile noting right now for you guys is the fact that Cardano made its way above 40 cents for the first time since September. But remember, the September wick was just up to that 41.8 cents. We're actually retesting July levels that we haven't seen. So Cardano's price did make its way up to 44.3 cents mark. Of course, that is a key resistance dating back to the previous cycle as well. But the fact that we're back above the 40 cents key resistance speaks for itself. And what I want you guys to understand, to all the people that were hating on ADA over the course of the last few months, you could clearly see from November 5th itself, ADA is up 37%. Let that sink in. This is one of the largest coins in terms of market valuation, and that tells you everything you need to know. Market picks up. I always speak about this, emphasize this. When things heat up, you do tend to see a market picking up traction for coins that actually have a use case, have utility, have massive amounts of community members, and of course when it has demand. And right now is a perfect example of seeing the demand. We have a 1.3 billion in 24-hour trading volume. And what a lot of people don't understand is, this is a proof of stake consensus. Cardano is a proof of stake consensus. So, meaning you can actually stake your Cardano. And, there's huge amounts of people in the Cardano community that actually stake their Cardano because they look at the long-term perspective. There's people that I know that have been staking Cardano since 2 cents. So, and they've just been staking and compounding whatever their rewards that they're getting, and making their overall holding larger as time goes by. So, when you do tend to see so much people staking, a huge percentage of circulation being staked, what does this mean? That means there's not that many coins in circulation right now to be purchased. So, of course, when the demand kicks in and the supply is low in terms of circulation, price will go up much higher than, anticipated. And, this is the perfect example as to what we're seeing. And I would not be surprised at all if we do see moves like what we have seen back in December of last year, where we saw ADA, after breaking out of this specific key resistance, going to the likes of 68.26%. And of course, back then, the dominance was much, much lower. So, of course, those are things we need to consider. Of course, I think if we were at the same dominance level as to where we were back in December of last year, I think, ADA would have already been much higher than where it is now. But this is a beautiful move. Hopefully we do see that candle close above, maybe this 44 cents. I hope it fills the wick in tomorrow, Friday, of course, and, close the daily candle around that range. If it's able to do that, I think we do start heading towards to the likes of 46 cents and onwards. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Of course, people are going to come very quick to talk about, all-time highs, but we need to settle down. 78.6 is the first target, and we'll take it from there. Love each and every one of you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you want to see more of these updates, hit that smash that like button and hit that red subscribe button. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.